Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of the Big Energy Room. As you know, this is a safe place for a safe conversation. We always spread nothing but big vibes. Today, we got the one and only Mr. Just Mike the Poet, y'all. If y'all didn't know, he's Navy vet. We got poet. We got author. We got man of God. We got the spokesman for all our beautiful women out there. And more than anything, we just have an excellent individual with a very consistent energy, a great voice, and just superb. He's just superb all around. How do you feel today?
I feel glad. I'm glad that I get to sit next to you
I appreciate that.
today.
I appreciate
It's been
that.
some time.
Yeah, we long overdue, per the usual. But I'm happy to have you here.
Yes, I'm so happy there's a here to be had.
So spirit-wise, where you at with it?
Spirit-wise, I buried my uncle today. Well, he was burned, not buried, because they cremated him.
Yeah.
So, and last night I had a show in Detroit. We did a free show in Detroit. So highs and lows.
Balance?
I guess. I prefer just the highs, you know?
Facts. Don't we all?
Yeah.
So in honor of that, we usually start the episode with a prayer. So we're going to start there. That's cool?
Yes.
Father God, we come to you as humbly as ever. We thank you for another day that we're able to wake up and rise to the occasion. God, today I ask that you just bring peace over Mike and his family. I pray that you lead them to their healing. I pray that anyone else that is experiencing any sort of grief or loss, God, that you just cover their spirit, God, lead their steps and order them in their divine path. God, I just ask that and pray that you keep all those that are here mentally, physically, financially, God, any burdens that we're carrying, God, I just ask that you lift them. And overall, God, I just pray over our words, over our thoughts, and over our hearts as we enter into this conversation. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So, boom.
Yeah.
We're going to start this thing off with, what is something that you are grateful for?
Freedom
From
certain things.
Elaborate.
I was going to get there. You know, I don't take for granted how I get to curate my life and how much of a blessing that is. Like every day I get to pick what food I want to eat. I don't got to exchange my time, my body, or my mind for currency.
Yeah.
I can control what I put in my body, on my body, where my feet be. You know, I'm free.
Yeah.
Free. As free as I can be.
I love that. I love that. I think for me, something that I'm extremely grateful for now is just the mirror work. Like being able and willing to stand in the mirror and observe myself, like even the things that I may fall short in, you know, just being willing to stand there. Because I don't feel like I've always been there. I feel like I've kind of shied away from it, whether it was for my own personal reasons or just, you know, sometimes the opinions and thoughts of other people, it can kind of drive me places. So,
Yes.
14 years.
14 years.
2011.
Yes.
How's that time treated you?
This whole 14?
Yeah. With poetry specifically.
So that's 26 to 40. So a comp would be 12 to 26. I probably had a good life most of my life.
That's good.
I probably lived like 5 or 6 different lives in this little time, you know? Like I was the son, brother, dad, husband. Then I was the military man. And then I was the college student, boyfriend. Then I was the world famous poet. I guess that one's been going. But then I was the live-in, on the way to marriage, you know, not boyfriend, like something more responsible.
Yeah. More attention.
Then I was the book publisher. So like all my lives been lit. But I think the beauty about the poetry part of me is that's the only thing I could do that just feels good.
Yeah.
Everything else is just to make bread or help people.
Mm.
And sometimes those things don't really feel good.
Yeah.
Now, true happiness is when everything feels good.
Right.
But I digress.
So poetry, do you feel like it's been able to be a part of every life that you lived, or it's just been a specific one?
I think the short answer is it was always there.
Mm.
I like the idea of poetry. And then I like the idea of writing.
Yeah.
And then eventually I mixed them.
Yeah.
Now we got Kool-Aid.
Facts.
Yeah, shit tastes
Real
good too.
sweet. Yeah.
Not too sweet. That sugar's bad.
Just enough balance. So I know it started off probably as like a you thing, a healing thing. Did you ever think that it would become this global movement?
No, because when I started it, I didn't realize, well, I don't think the internet realized what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So me and, well, not the internet, let's say social media. Me and social media started popping at the same time.
Mm.
So.
That's a bar.
Well, God is good, right? But like, I just think that in real time, I'm realizing like, wait a minute, I can write something and I can share it and other people can instantly read it. And then because of the internet, these people are like up the street and up in the North Pole. And then it's like, wait a minute, you can create a PayPal link so that they could buy stuff off you and you can ship it to them. Because the post office go everywhere and all that shit just kind of hit at the same time and we had action.
Mm. So once it turned into from, just kind of being something that you were doing into something that you could see not only a viability from this is something I enjoy to do, but also too, like, I can make money off this. How did you balance it?
For most people, money is the motive. For me, it's just the result.
Mm.
So I wasn't doing things for money, but because I did things, the money just came. And for me, like the game that I got from not reading a book was that, yo, you just got to listen to the people. They'll tell you how they want to spend money on you.
Mm.
They were like, oh, Mike, these poems are great. You should put them in a book. Oh, Mike, these poems are great. You should perform them. Yo, that shirt, you should put like your logo, like create a logo and people, people fall in love with it, so they'll wear that. Oh, you wrote a fire line? You should put that on the shirt.
It's a bar.
The first time I ever made a shirt is because a girl took a line from my poem and made it a shirt and brought it to the show. And I'm like, shit, I'm gonna put it on a shirt too and see if people like that.
Mm.
And I'd have probably sold like 20,000 of them shirts over the years. Just, but I just did it because it's what needed to be. It's what the people wanted.
Right.
And I think a lot of people don't do that. They're like, I need some money, so I'm going to do X.
Mm.
And that's not how you really get it.
Mm. I like that you said that money was the result.
Yes.
Because it's like the place that you stem from with it is pure. That's why the progression of it is so.
Yes.
I like that for you.
Thank you.
That's dope when you're moving in purpose. No, thank you for being who you are. You don't even realize it, but you talked me through a difficult season of my life. You had no idea. Watching your videos and kind of like internalizing that energy in a space where I didn't really feel that within myself was very validating.
I just want to apologize to every guy that got left because their girl tapped in to my heart. I just want to send out a warm, heartfelt apology for all the guys that was doing the best they could with what they had. And then their lady found the poet and now you blocked. I'm so sorry.
It's so hard not to see yourself in the things that you say because the way that you break it down, it's like, I feel like the first time I ever heard you read at Traffic, as we just recalled, it was like I felt every emotion. I could visualize every single thing you were saying. It was like you were walking, You were walking in my shoes, and you were walking me through every emotion, the thoughts that you have subconsciously that you
really
may not
a good
say.
writer.
No, for
And
sure.
I just probably started peeping it like maybe 2 years ago.
Really?
And I'm like, yo, I mean, because you don't never, like, that's not never top of mind. Like,
Yeah.
I don't wake up every day thinking I'm great,
Yeah.
right? I just be myself and I strive to be better because, you know, that mirror phase. So, but actually, like, now that I do, like, more like open mic sort of poetry shows, as I, like, get myself back out there for real, I'm noticing how my writing, like, from top to bottom, is just a tad better than what you hear usually.
Yeah.
And it's a gift because, like, the reason why I think my poems sound so good is because I mean what I say.
But
And I sometimes I don't think, you know, I don't think that's something I share with all of my
that's dope though,
teammates.
because it's like when I feel like that's with anything though. Like when you coming from a pure place and it's really you, it's like there's no facade to keep up with. All your energy can go into delivering that thing.
You know, because I started off as a hood rapper from my city, you know, and I was, you know, I was Frank Facade.
Okay.
What? Benzes I ain't never drove, bricks I ain't never sold, guns I ain't never shoot, cribs I ain't never loot. You know what I'm saying? It was all caparoni and
But it
cheese.
sounded good.
Oh yeah, the way I put it together.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It was but you know, like, again, like, I started rapping right around YouTube popped.
Yeah.
So they would take your raps and put them on the internet. Now the whole world is seeing it. They seeing where you at,
Watch this.
where your mom is. No, all that shit's gone.
Oh.
All that shit's gone. But nah, man. I'm like, you know what? Like, this is too much. Cause I'm not telling the truth.
Yeah.
And when they pulled that camera out talking about World Star and shit like that, I'm like, nah, I can't do this. It wasn't authentic.
Yeah.
So I thank God for my, you know, for my mom for a lot of stuff. Cause that spirit of authenticity, I got that just from being a child of God.
Mm.
Because it don't even feel right in my spirit to be fake.
Yeah.
To people, friends, strangers, nothing. You know? Like the people that be coming home with them $300 Birkins from Canal Street. Like, what tip do y'all be on? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's what makes you so essential in the culture right now.
I hope not essential. I don't think.
No, essential. Essential. Essential is okay.
Them essential people was the ones that couldn't stay booed up during the pandemic because they was essential.
But I feel like essential is good right now because a lot of people lack structure. They're doing the exact thing that you said. It's like keeping up. They're keeping up with so much they don't know what's real. Yeah. And so to be essential, it's just like if you think about it, during COVID, everybody but the essential workers was out of employment. Essential workers stand the test of time.
Yes.
That's why I say you're essential. You can stand the test of time because
I'm not going nowhere.
Facts.
If I don't get married, I'm gonna be here forever, just getting on it.
I can't stand to hear you say that for you because
you know
you speak to the women, so it's just like for me, and this is just my personal opinion. I love to get your feedback on it, like, but I always see you as a man to be married. I feel like even in the essence of everything that you put out, it's like that's the ultimate goal. But it's like we're watching you do the raw mirror work.
Yeah, it's definitely still the goal, but attachment leads to disappointment. And I don't want to attach myself to a certain life because I'm disrespectful to God. And then I cause myself frustration. You know what I'm saying? I already understand that I'm not in control. So having expectations, I guess, puts a timeline or expectation on God's will for me. And then me and God gonna be mad because we not seeing eye to eye. Well, we have been mad. Because we didn't see eye to eye. I couldn't believe the fact that either I would date people so not aligned with me or get my heart broke so much that, like, damn, God, you know what I'm trying to do? It's like, no, bro, dummy. I want you to do this other thing. The thing that I gifted you with. You worry, you selfish, bro. You worry about yourself. You want to lay up all day, make a girl omelets, you know what I'm saying? Take her on flights. No, I gave you this gift. I gave you this art. I gave you my people. So go handle that. And then you can play. So still I rise, right?
So where's he have you at now? How?
No, the job is not done. I'm telling you, right? So a funny story. Last night I'm in Detroit. Um, I did a show in Detroit, and on the way there, I'm like, the seat next to me was empty on the plane. I'm like, damn. Sometimes I'd be thinking about like the wife version. Like if I had a wife, like what would we be doing right now?
Yeah.
Or like how would she be on this journey? Long story short, I parked my car across the street from my hotel, and I'm like, damn, God, like what's up? Like talk to me. Like am I getting close? Am I getting close? And then I park in front of a bridal store, and I'm like, he hears me.
He's telling you getting close. That was the little sign. You know, God gonna give you them little I call them the winks.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Now sometimes when God talk to you, like the newspaper come out on Sundays, so you gotta wait till next Sunday for a new download, right? But this time God is quick, right? Cause so then I shut my door, I go over to the bridal store window and I make a little video. Like, so, I was thinking about my wife all day today, and then I pull up and park next to a bridal store, and I don't even peep it. I see all these beautiful dresses, and I'm like, okay, guys, you hear me? And I post it, and then I walk four cars down. This nigga, he's changing his clothes, outside by his car. He's like, oh, I'm a ref. So I walk like maybe one car past him. He's like, excuse me, are you a poet? No way. Mind you, it's a Thursday. I'm in Detroit. It's like 6 p.m. in the afternoon. And I'm some random little block. And I only got like 200,000 followers. Not like that. You know what I'm saying? So what are the odds, bro? On a Thursday, black man, and he's 40, 35. But you know what I took from that is the same thing I understood. It's like, yo, like me and God already had this conversation about do the thing I told you to do. Don't get your hopes caught up in this other thing.
Yeah.
So then he reminds me 30 seconds after I'm on a high from the wedding dresses. He's like, nah, you a poet.
Yeah.
You're known as a poet. So get to be a poet, And I just feel like that's the reason why the last 9 years of my life have been so difficult.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been walking in my purpose. Like I've been getting paychecks. But you know what I'm saying? Like, for me to still be here, and I haven't written a book in 9 years, I haven't gone on a tour by myself in 9 years.
Yeah.
And I still get people that stop me in the street, and I still get like podcasts with Big Kayla. Like, that's just God, like, yo, I'm not taking you out this game until you do what you're supposed to do. And I had to submit. I had to submit, bro. And it's been real tough. I've been fighting it. I've been angry with God. I've been angry with myself.
Yeah.
But it's
what do you think the anger, like if you had to summarize that into layman's terms, what's the anger?
Because sometimes you forget you got parents, or parents got rules. No matter how good of a child you are. And I'm a child of God. God's got rules. God's rules say, do what I say first. Take care of your people first, as any man. And then you eat last. The most impactful thing, I could have done is be a poet. I watched it change thousands of lives. Thousands. And there's a lot of poets that don't have that gift. They have that desire, but they don't have the gift. And when you betray the gift, you betray yourself. And the longer you live in betrayal, you get guilty. And then God brings you back. He could have left me there. Cannabis sellers, property flipping, book publishing, entrepreneur. No, bro, this is deeper than that. You got women that believe in it so much that they're going to carry you forever on their skin. You know what I'm saying? You got people that stop you from books you read. You wrote 15 years ago. 12 years ago, and they just read it last week, and they like, Mike, this is it. So God spoke to me. He's like, I don't know how many times you're gonna, you put yourself through the struggle because you hear him, and then you still do what you want to do, after you hurt him, and then get mad when you get in trouble. But we're all children. So, but nah, so I think I have an excitement for life because I have my gifts. It's always been there, and I thank God for it because now I get to pull it out, shine it up, and give it back out to the world. And I feel recharged, you know? I did 4 books, 4 years, 530 city tours. I was doing like 200 nights a year outside my own bed for like 4 or 5 years straight. 2012 to 2017, you're talking about 500,000 books I sold and put in the mail myself. I booked all my shows, all my talent, everything, every day, nonstop. And then I published 200 other people. And I was cooked. But now I'm not. And then I don't have a wife. I don't have a kid, so I'm able to do it all over again. So I'm excited.
Do you feel like the symbolism behind, because I'm still going back on the bridal shower thing, or bridal story, excuse me, and then him knowing who you were.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that might have been like representative that by you knowing who you are, you're going to attract that? Your wife is on the way, so part of your process of being this wonderful poet who's leading these women and developing yourself, because I feel like when you're operating in your purpose, right, you're closer to God. You know? And when you do that, you get closer to the God within you so you can become who you're truly destined to be. And so operating in that capacity at what some would say is your higher self, it'd be like you'll attract everything that's for you. So maybe that'll be the wife that's going to last. It's going to stand the test of time because you've made the investment into yourself first.
See, I looked at it a different way. When God, you know, sometimes your mom beats you when you get home.
Yeah.
But she needs you to cooperate. She's going to beat you right there in the street.
Yeah.
So usually God would let me be on a high for like a day or two. Like, oh, I parked in front of it, and it would have stuck with me.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, dummy.
Well,
Stay focused. Pop.
I can't.
Back to life.
Back to
You know what I'm saying? But it's got to go quick like that. It's got to go quick.
Facts.
You know, it's like, no, it's not time for play.
Yeah.
You know? But again, you know, I think one of the things I talked about in therapy recently was like, who gave you this idea of being a husband, dad? Okay? And why do you put so much weight on it to the point that it messes with your happiness? You should be so happy. You're healthy. Everybody you love is healthy and safe. You're independent. You know, you got a great name in your community, online. Like, how could you possibly be miserable, bro? And it's because you've attached your value, your happiness to something you have no control over and something that's not promised to you. So you're hanging on to this marriage husband thing, and you're not even present with the blessed version of yourself that you are. And then how deep is this going to go?
Yeah.
How long are you going to be angry for expecting something that was never promised to you? And don't let me talk about, you know, what have you done? Like, what work have you done with the women that you've had in front of you? Because you could have did that with any of them. Then I started feeling bad about the women that I actually did date and how I'm still asking for a wife when I had wives in front of me the whole time.
That's accountability there.
You know? And so, but ultimately where it was I took accountability as the man, as the person who's supposed to propose to get all of this stuff even started. I didn't do that.
Right.
So anytime that I'm not happy with myself because I'm not married, it's because I didn't decide to. That's one. And two, this is not, you know, like, God forbid a man has a purpose outside of being a servant leader, right? Like how rare is it for a man to feel fulfilled outside of what he does for a woman and a family? You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen very often. You sitting here with me with this beautiful gift that has taken me all across the world, literally. And I'm not even walking in it because I'm a Sour Patch Kid because I don't have a wife when I had one. I had a bunch. I had a bunch. So you lock back in.
Yeah.
You try not to attach your success or your happiness with another human, because humans are so unpredictable.
This is true.
And you tap back into your gift while you still have time.
You speaking to my soul right now. Like, even this whole...
We always have one of them relationships.
We do, and that's why it's like, I love that you're having this conversation, because even like I just shared with you, you know, getting let go from the job last Friday. And it was like the build up to that, I'm telling you, it was like I just knew. Like, I knew that it was coming to an end. And it was the moment that we started recording this podcast. I knew. It was like when everything, the way it felt, like the way I was, like just how natural it was, how even in, you know, like when you're operating in purpose, like even the difficult things still feel some type of good. There's some type of, it's just a feeling of fulfillment that's just always there. It may be different levels to it, but it's just like there's something that's always there, that it's a feeling you can't describe. The only feeling that I have that's outside of the way I feel when I sit on this couch, when I have conversations like the one we're having now, is when I'm with my kids. It's like the place where I know I'm supposed to be. And for me, I can resonate even with you saying, like, really from a relationship standpoint. Sometimes, like, even having 2 kids, 2 different baby daddies, you know, it's real ghetto. You know, I feel that way sometimes. But I have to ground myself in the thought of, like, in each child, I've learned how to love myself better. And so, yes, every man, I may not think that that's the situation for him, or it may not be conducive to the you know, might not be the woman he wants to lead, you know? It might be judgment that comes with that, but I know that, and I can find solace in the fact that I will be prepared to be whoever's wife whenever he does come. So the right person. So I think it's the right place, right time. And I'm very happy that you're existing in your purpose now. Not just knowing what it is, but actually existing in it, feeling the, you know, the highs and the so-called lows of it, and then also finding fulfillment in it. I think that that's something that a lot of people don't get.
No, I think I started off with just like talking about being free.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah.
Because you can feel it all. And I'd rather feel it all than to feel nothing.
Correct.
And I don't want to be delusional and only feel half of it. You know, a lot of people are in that space.
Yeah.
Where, like, even when the world is falling apart, it's not.
Facts.
You know, and then everything, like even the negative stuff, the stuff that's supposed to be a lesson, you try to reverse Uno it in your head that it's somebody else's fault. Like when people try to give you accountability or be that mirror to you, you just reject it. Like, no, I ain't trying to hear that, because that's negative energy.
Right.
When you're not willing to accept the downs, or when God trying to sit you down, just ignorant.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel it all.
It's dope though.
It's a gift and a curse, you know.
Yeah.
Like to be an empath.
Talk about it.
To be an empath. Not everybody was put here to serve, but the world needs servers. It needs people that are going to do people better than they get done, or do people better than they're going to do themselves. There's a lot of young Black boys and girls that don't get hugs or hot meals. You know what I'm saying? And I never seen God not give me double what I put out here.
Yeah. Shoot, I be feeling like it's even more than that sometimes. It's like, it's so many situations when I look back at it, and it's like just going back to the pregnancy situation, like it was so many people that had sowed seeds of like, it's over. And it was like, and I just saw what God did. I saw what God did within me. I saw what he did with my relationship with my children. I saw what he did with my relationship and my dedication to my inner purpose and my light and my willingness to, like, even though y'all are putting this sort of energy in me, like, he gave me so many moments even in the dark where I could still spread light. And that's why I hung on to, like, just maintain. Like, one of my greatest prayers is like, God, please don't change my heart. Like, no matter what my experiences with people and how they may disappoint when I create expectation, or, you know, when they create expectation, like, God, please do not let me not be susceptible to the fact that it can be better. It can get bigger, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I love that. So your focus is like women and a lot of what you put out. And that's what people take from it. I feel like, myself included.
Yeah. That's why I can't wait for the rebrand.
Why?
Because I got kind of stuck in a vacuum. And I got to use this gift to, well, actually, let me take that back. I think a lot of the stuff that I say is to most men's benefit.
Yeah.
Most, right? I do get pigeonholed because it's like, you know, poetry hasn't been as like lifted up.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably had like a Wale, right? He's probably like the only one, like who you could say, you know, for sure is like a poet at heart, but also is like a black man that makes music like cultural. So they don't really see it.
Yeah.
And then I guess when I started opening up my DMs, most of the women who would hit me up would have God problems. And I think that's what really got me down this rabbit hole of being like a voice to women. Cause that shit was just terrible, bro. Like the questions I used to get, the scenarios. And then I'm an empath, so my dumb ass is putting my phone number on the internet. And these girls are calling me like, Mike, they don't be calling me about how to get their credit to 750. They don't be calling me about how to get extra refund checks from school for, you know what I'm saying? It's always about some guy.
And what he did.
And what he did or didn't do. What else he did. And it's like, damn. And then one I be feeling so bad. Some of these girls they don't have a chance. Deer in the headlights for real. And then I think about their fathers and how they in jail.
Yeah.
Or how they never met them. Or how they don't want to meet them. Or how their little brothers is locked up or smoked. You know what I'm saying? And then I think about like how can I pour into them? Because for me, the black woman is the only thing that's just going to keep this thing going. If she's not protected or covered, you know, we all screwed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just kind of where I've been. I like writing about myself more.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I think I'm my best testimony. So I'm gonna try to work on my art in a way that is just me expressing myself, not telling somebody what to do.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I gotta have a good meeting though. Put a little hot sauce.
I feel like it's gonna come by nature anyways.
Because I'm really funny. If I could do it all again, I could be a comedian. Absolutely.
And then it's just so matter of fact when you say stuff. The reason why I be thinking it's so funny is because it's like I know everybody's not gonna catch that.
Yeah, it's very unique. What's sense of humor?
But you be serious though.
Yeah, it's like a dry sarcasm with.
Would you ever do that?
SW.
Would you ever like, okay, so we've talked about your purpose in being a poet. Let's say, scenario.
They would cancel the fuck out.
Look,
they would cancel me. They'd be like, not the poet, boy. What the fuck are you talking?
I was about to say, God gives you 24 hours to be anything else. What are you doing?
Oh, Superman.
Why?
Because you cover all that shit in a night shift. Gaza, Sudan, America, global
fixing everything.
Just the feds did a sweep, bro. That's what we need. Feds need to do a sweep.
So do you feel like, because like even then you describing like your contribution to women and just how they come to you is, you know, a healer. Nonetheless, do you feel like that's your superpower? Now,
my superpower is the way I could put words together and recite them, or even just put them together and make people feel something. Where I could be so specific, so distinct about a certain subject or a certain scenario and put like, you know, there's no new words there. It's just the way that I put them together is really different than the way most do. That's my superpower. Do you feel like it's like the place that you come from with it? The energy stems from type deal? I feel like Nothing I do is mine. So I'm just a brick.
Mm.
Yeah.
I love how I can feel your spiritual progression in the way that you speak about how you observe where you're at and where you're going.
Because I'm off the women.
You heard it first.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they'll clip that up. Most of you, so we okay. But now when I say I'm off the women, it's like, there's been a girl on my phone pretty much every day of my life since I was 15, except for when I was in boot camp and when I was in the military on my first ship. So maybe like 9 months. So from when I was 15, I never went like 9 months without a girl. For the last 4 years, I only had like 1 4-month relationship.
Yeah.
So this is probably the longest I've been single. And I'm actually getting to enjoy what life is like by myself.
Yeah.
Where I can do for myself. Because you know, one thing I noticed as a man that was really scary was that I never took care of myself the way I used to take care of the women that I dated.
Mm.
And thank God for being a revealer. Cause he's like, bro, when you hungry, you get Shake Shack. But when a girl is hungry, you going to Del Frisco's. You know what I'm saying?
Heard.
When you want to get away, you just gonna go sit in the park and walk the trail. When a girl wants to get away, we got boarding passes and drivers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you go to the mall, you probably going Banana Republic, Foot Locker, you know, just Zara. But nah, you know what I'm saying?
All right, you gotta start training yourself with that.
But yeah, I think I was conditioned into the performative nature of a man first, as it relates to what he does for women. Right? So I thought that only time you would do stuff nice is when you're with a girl. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't think as men, we come up in a culture where we take each other out. That's why I love the whole like girls thing, because one thing girls are gonna do together is they're gonna go out and have a vibe. Now niggas will go out, but it's probably just to get girls. Like I don't think girls go out with that same agenda. It's just really about fellowship. So it's not like me and a bunch of my homies was going to Outback. No, we was taking girls to movies and all of that. So I think it took maturity for me to be like, you know what? Why don't you buy yourself the expensive? Come on. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you take yourself on that trip? Why don't you sit down yourself and order the tomahawk with this spicy lobster mac? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you do that for yourself, bro?
Right.
Why ain't your sneakers $800?
So when did you start this discipline of doing this for yourself?
Fez did a sweep. I think I crashed out real bad with a woman, and I was just turned off after that.
Yeah.
I was disappointed in myself. And then God put so much on my plate that he was like, yo, ain't no room for women. And then I told him, the first time I asked God, I said, yo, can you send me my wife? And then he sent me a woman, actually I used to date maybe like 2009.
Yeah.
I see her in the city, and she's like, God told me I was going to run into you. And he told me what I had to, he told me I had to tell you. He was like, seek ye the kingdom of God first. He says he knows exactly what you want, but he's not going to give it to you until you submit to him. And that's when the light bulb hit, like 2024. So I'm like, God, send my wife. And then he's like, you asked the wrong question. It's like, prepare me to be a husband, which is a different sort of conversation. And then you know what happened?
Yeah.
I started being more responsible with my time. I started being more responsible with my flesh. I started caring about what I put in my body and on my body. And then he just removed it.
Yeah.
Once he removed that fleshly desire, damn, every beautiful woman is not a sexual object. Right. No matter what she got on, no matter how good she look, no, you ain't got to talk to her. Just appreciate God put something real like that in your visual,
path,
just in your path. Because women are art. They're not opportunity. They art. If you get a chance to walk through this museum, this mall, this club, this park, this wherever you get a chance to see her, just appreciate the art. Don't fucking touch it. Don't try to buy it. Don't try to lease it. Don't try to take a picture of it or next to it. Just appreciate that your visual and your God put you in that presence. And then that's it. Every bad woman who smiles at you, you know what I'm saying? So
just be.
Just exist and appreciate. And now I'm hooked on it. I love it. So being tapped in with God, the plays come clearer.
Yeah.
And quicker. Like the poet versus the bridal shop. So now it's like, like you really locked in. And then you feel so fulfilled because you feel like, sometimes if you allow yourself to stray far away from God, you'll ask him where he is. And then because he'll never leave you or forsake you, if he got to show you where he is, it's not going to be with a hug and a kiss on the forehead. He's going to slap you upside the head because, what's up.
I tell kids they going to God slap you with that sandal every time.
And then at the end of that, you feel so fulfilled that you're ready to move on.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You are a very, in my opinion, very positive person. Yeah. But as we know, sometimes positive people have the most strongest silent battles. What is something that you struggle with, a major obstacle that has kept you from showing up, participating in your day-to-day, something that you dealt with?
I would say trying to do the work and celebrate at the same time. In the same season.
Yeah.
Because then you look at the seed and be frustrated that you ain't got no fruit. So you stop watering it. You know what I'm saying? I think one of my biggest struggles was, not waiting until all the bricks made a house before I stopped. You know what I'm saying? It was at a point where I was trying to find the balance between work life. People say work life.
Yeah.
But find something that you love, then your work is your life.
Yeah.
And then I'm not fulfilled, or I'm not teaching myself how to be fulfilled by thing A. So I got to get thing B to help me feel fulfilled about thing A. And now I got this codependency, right? Yeah. But it's like internal because I'm dependent on my work, and then I'm dependent on the separation from my work, and it'd be something weird, like a woman.
Yeah.
It's like, either I'm doing all of these poems and I'm out here on the road, so I need to get a girl so that I can have that balance. But no, you double down on the first thing. And I think that's why a lot of guys is getting caught up, because I think ATB, women too.
It's like it's a season to sow the seed, and it's a season where you're going to be able to reap the benefits of the fruit that comes with it.
For sure.
Balance.
Or you have a garden, but you still go to the supermarket type shit.
Yeah. Keep your garden full.
Keep your garden full, but actually eat your fruit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you like the way it tastes, put some salt on it. Send her to get a wig. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Role play or something.
Double down.
Double down.
Double down.
Yeah, it's the biggest hurdle is not double downing. Because it already shows you the work.
Yeah.
You got doubled it down.
It's just like when you get a taste of something sweet, and it be like, sometimes you just get a taste of it and then you move on to the next thing, instead of actually enjoying the entirety of what it can be, how big it can get. Sometimes we just be so satisfied with a piece, we don't realize we got the whole pie.
Yep, that's a fact.
Going into, thinking about this transition you just went through, right?
Yes.
This awakening, we're going to call it 2024.
Yeah.
You walking in purpose.
Yeah.
You taking care of yourself, What is hope? Hope is on the way for you now.
It's like, that you have an end to this whole thing. my body's different. I'm moving different. I'm breathing different.
Yeah.
So, but you also know you haven't. You haven't completed the assignment.
Right.
Like you could go back home and niggas will clap for you,
But you know.
So here we go.
Nah,
And we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it from experience, not
Mm.
excitement. You know what I'm saying? Before I used to do it, it was excitement. Now we doing it from experience. Like, we understand now.
We got a little something different to add
I
to.
understand it now. I understand rollouts. I understand marketing. I understand data. I understand venues. I understand people. I understand publishing. I understand. So now I can go back in the kitchen and make it.
You can do it from every which way because you've done every job.
God, that's so good.
You've done everything that it takes to be exactly who you're supposed to be.
Yeah, because I told myself I would be, I told myself I would no longer be disappointed if I'm not a husband or a father, but I would definitely be disappointed if I'm not the poet and the artist that I thought I was going to be. And it took me a while. It took me like some real work to unlearn father, unlearn husband.
Yeah.
But now that I have, I'm so angry. The poet in me is so angry. He's like, damn, the kid, you left me over in the corner. You know what I'm saying? I'm back, bro.
But he is you though.
Yes,
he is
we're
you
together.
though.
It's like these little staff meetings I'll be having with my different departments.
So, publishing wise, dope publishing.
Yes.
What are we doing with that?
We're working on ourselves.
Like that.
I thank God I was able to give almost 200 people an opportunity to say they did something out here.
Yes.
But I'm going to be the 201st. And maybe the second.
I love that. I love it.
You know? So, I mean, don't kill the messenger, because this is what God told me to do for myself. And if that makes you upset, then you don't love me. You know what I'm saying? If me deciding what I want to do upsets you, then you don't love me.
Yeah.
And you don't have my best interests at heart. You have what I can do for you at heart. Or how my presence affects or discomforts you. That's not real. That's not genuine.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So anybody that's upset don't care about Mike. They care about what Mike can do for them, and we don't need them around.
Facts. We want the people who care about Mike being as great as he is.
For him.
For him. Type.
Even if that doesn't put a drop of water in my bucket. That's friendship.
And that is the standard.
That's community.
Yeah. That's the standard. I think that when you get into a place to where you have to really be firm on those boundaries, and you got to stand on it, and you know what God has told you to do, and you can't let anyone who expects anything from you, you can't let their expectations supersede you walking in that purpose. That's a different place to be in. It's a different trust. Like, I feel like the more that I've learned to trust God, like, whether it was taking a loss, as far as losing my brother, or, the job, or the person who I thought could be a viable relationship, or, making a step in a direction that I wasn't so certain of, but like you said, I was excited about it. Like, the more that I've learned to trust God, the more peace I have overall. And it's like, walking with that is different. Like, that's why I could get up, in the middle of losing something that I think is supposed to support me, and shake your hand and tell you, I know my time here has been well spent, because I was here for a reason, but also a season.
For sure.
It's different. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you. Like that, the mirror is a scary place. There's so many, and you stand so strong, and I think that's where my respect has grown for you over knowing you over the years, is just being able to experience how you recollect on yourself and how self-aware you are and are becoming. For me, that's the hope is on the way. Like, I watch your process of how you've developed and you're choosing yourself, and even hearing you articulate it. Like, I was watching and couldn't quite put words to it, but I kind of could feel you, you know what I mean, from a distance. So hearing you articulate it, like, I resonate with it on such a high level, because it's like, okay, somebody else is going through that. Like, they're doing that, and there's purpose behind it. And like you said, it's like, I know that there's an end to it. And I know it's going to be the best thing for me. I just might not be able to align my plan with God's plan, but I know God's plan is the best way to go. So I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for walking in that, because you definitely have validated a lot of the sentiments that I've been having too. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope to hear.
I'd rather be felt than heard.
I feel you.
Because you don't remember everything you hear.
Facts. You remember what you feel, though.
You remember everything you feel. So don't hear me, feel me.
I feel that.
You
like I said that, huh? So, in the next 3 years, let's say, where would you like to see Mike the Poet?
Where would I like to see Mike the Poet in 3 years? 2,500 people each city, 10 cities, 2,500 people each. Seated poetry. Just me too.
Yeah.
Might give you a little violinist.
Okay.
Pianist. You know.
Orchestra would be pretty dope.
That's too much sound.
Right. You just want to keep it.
One.
Okay.
Army of one. And then just me. And then I want to come out there, I want to speak to people for like an hour and 10 minutes. In a beautiful way. Great production. Great words. Just a visual experience. I want to make people feel every emotion. Happy, sad. A little laugh, a little cry. If you can control everybody's emotion, like that range, I'm really gifted.
Yeah.
And I really owe it to myself to see how good I can be. But it's not just about the poet.
Yeah.
It's not just about the poet. It's about the human.
Yeah.
It's about the son. It's about the uncle now. My little sister's about to have another baby. It's about the, it's about me. Because I want to just be a better poet.
Yeah.
And be a better friend, better person to myself. Yeah.
I love that.
Thank you.
I love that. Well, I declare and decree that all that you seek in your heart, we agree as two, that it will be so. And I see you doing the work, and I believe that you'll be there. And anything I can do to contribute to that, please always be mindful. I'm definitely a supporter, not just a fan. Fans just like to look at things that look nice, but like a supporter. So whatever you need to do that while you're doing that work, talk through whatever, let me know. Because I'm excited to see you at the end. I am, for sure.
Thank you.
Most definitely. So we always like to end on a note of like, what is something that you really want to let go of?
People. I think in my life, that's the hardest thing to let go.
Yeah.
So far. I don't let go of responsibilities, like external ones. I don't let go of like bad eating habits, bad social habits. I can't seem to let go of people. Like I really wish I could take my phone book down to 0 and then start over.
Yeah.
I think solitude for so long I found peace in that.
Yeah.
Less people on your line, especially when you get to a certain status, you'll be the first person people will call, because you're probably the most successful, the most connected, the most loving, the most empathetic. You know the most people. You have the most access. It makes your phone ring 10 times as harder. And then you keep trying to tell yourself that you're still you, so you sacrifice your boundaries for access.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, I'm still me. I still answer your phone calls, bro.
Yeah.
I still send you $40. I still show up at your event just because it's you, even though that, like, every time I go out and do an event for $250, when I know I could do one for $2,500, I diminish my brand.
Yeah.
And I don't value my time. Now some stuff you do for people, and it's out of love. But most times for me, I love myself.
Yeah.
And I love these 4 women God done put in my life. Everybody else got to earn it.
Yeah.
because my cup been empty for some times. Sometimes I feel like we're just a strainer sitting under the sink.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting on the faucet, sitting under the strainer. It's like gallons and gallons and gallons of water pass through me, but none of it stayed.
Yeah.
And I thought I was tricked into believing that was healthy.
Yeah.
Being that strainer, because it was all these smaller cups under me, and they were so excited to be filled. And I found my fulfillment just being that pass through. But I want to fill myself up all the way.
Yeah.
And then let it sit there.
Right. Like I don't gotta give it away as soon as I get it.
That's the difference between giving people grape juice and giving them wine. Let it sit there.
Marinate.
Marinate.
I like that.
I love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
I say for me, I want to let go of thinking that I'm not enough. And I say that deliberately more in a relationship sense.
Yeah.
I think that I have participated in situations that were self-serving for other people more than they were for me so frequently, you know, not just based on thinking that I'm serving a person, you know, because I'm beneficial by being here, but also too thinking that, you know, the potential of a person and my act of service in the meantime, that they would be parallel at some point. And so I really want to let go of like overstaying my welcome and not drawing boundaries sooner. Being in situations and participating in situations that show me very early on that they're not able to or sometimes not willing. And I think that that's been crafted not only from, you know, sometimes when you do something once, it's like, well, you've already done that, so now that's your standard.
Yeah.
I think understanding that just like I grow, you know, my standards can grow. My expectations can grow, you know?
Yeah.
So I really hope to let go of that.
Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name. Y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of the Big Energy Room. To you, thank you so much for coming and participating. We hope y'all really enjoyed the conversation. Please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you'd like to see more of. Shout out to our sponsor, the CK Agency. They are a management company at CK Agency on Instagram, and they help us put all this together. And to Slime Heart Productions, they're the ones that are behind the camera, getting all the visuals, the lighting, the graphics, everything that y'all love to see here. Y'all make sure y'all tune in with them and support. And yeah, until next time, and thank y'all so much for showing up and showing out.